DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Tonight, the Wilmington Reparations Task Force makes its recommendations. Plus, groups move to expand voter rights here in the state. And how does Delaware compare on the national singles scene? We've got the details. Those stories and much more coming up tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to this DETV News Brief. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Here's what's making headlines today. We begin in Newcastle County, where police say an investigation into a stolen car led to the arrest of 2 people on drug charges. According to police, an SUV was pulled over along Route 40 near Bear, and officers arrested 26-year-old Felix Lopez and 20-year-old Tatiana Toller. Police say the SUV had a fake tag and was reported stolen out of Wilmington back in March. During a search of the SUV, officers allegedly found more than 3 pounds of cocaine. Lopez is currently being held at the Howard Young Correctional Institution on $65,000 bail with multiple felony charges. Toller is being held at Baylor Women's Correctional Institution on a $35,000 bail. And a follow-up to a story we brought you last night, police here in Wilmington are investigating 3 shootings in the city within a 12-hour period Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. The first incident occurred in the Southbridge section of the city around 2 p.m. Wednesday. Police say 2 19-year-old males were found shot in the 400 block of South Heald Street. One of the teens, Kymere Allen, died. The other is listed in stable condition. The second shooting occurred just around 10:30 at night in the Browntown area. Police responded to the 700 block of Maryland Avenue and found a 23-year-old man injured by gunfire. He was taken to the hospital also in stable condition. Then, just before 1:30 in the morning, police were back in Southbridge for a shooting in the 500 block of South Buttonwood Street. There, a 16-year-old was shot and taken to the hospital, again in stable condition. And to Newark now, plans are in motion for the addition to the Newark Cityscape, a 7-story student housing complex proposed by a New Jersey-based developer. The project, known as the Marshall, is set to rise on South Chapel Street. The Marshall aims to offer 146 apartments, featuring a mix of 2- and 4-bedroom units. This venture marks the developer Aptitude Development's inaugural foray into Delaware. The project faces some hurdles, though, including rezoning prerequisites and parking provisions. The Marshall's blueprint encompasses bike parking and proposes a car-sharing program to further alleviate parking demands. The project still requires approvals from the Planning Commission as well as City Council. And a task force convened by Wilmington City Council has recommended reparations for African Americans here in Delaware, citing historical injustices and systematic barriers to education, wealth, and basic rights. Launched back in December of 2022, the City Council Reparations Task Force recently released a comprehensive report documenting the enduring impact of slavery and Jim Crow laws. The 31-page document highlights disparities in law enforcement, city services access, and economic opportunities disproportionately affecting Wilmington's African American population. Recommendations include addressing inequities in policing, housing, education, health, and environmental justice. The task force proposes actionable steps for the City Council to implement, aiming to alleviate socioeconomic disparities and systematic inequalities. These measures are seen as crucial in addressing over 500 years of race-based oppression endured by African Americans, striving towards a more equitable future in Wilmington. And down to Kent County, Dover police have arrested a 17-year-old man on murder charges following a shooting incident early Wednesday morning. The investigation kicked off shortly before 10:30 a.m. when authorities received reports of gunfire from a home on the 400 block of River Road. Responding officers located the victim, identified as a 54-year-old male from Seaford, Delaware, within the premises. The victim had sustained a gunshot wound to his upper body during an altercation. The victim was taken to the Bay Health Kent campus, where he had died from his injuries. His identity is being withheld pending notification of his family. The 17-year-old turned himself in at the Dover Police Department later that same day. The accused has been remanded to the Stevenson House Detention Center in lieu of a $535,000 cash bail. And the Delaware Supreme Court is under pressure to reinstate key voting provisions that once allowed Delawareans to vote early and by absentee without the need for an excuse. The urgency arises following a recent Superior Court decision that overturned early voting and permanent absentee measures, deeming them unconstitutional. The Department of Elections has launched an appeal in response to this ruling. The Community Legal Aid Society and the Arc of Delaware have entered the legal fray, submitting a brief in support of voters with disabilities. Program Director Marissa Band emphasized the disproportionate impact the removal of these provisions would have on voters with disabilities, who often rely on them to exercise their right to vote. The brief urges the Delaware Supreme Court to preserve these vital voting mechanisms, citing a nationwide study revealing that 74% of voters with disabilities utilized mail-in or early voting options during the 2020 elections. This outcome of the legal battle could significantly affect the voting rights landscape for Delawareans. And Amy Troth, a former educator and education support specialist, is poised to bring her wealth of experience to a new arena. That is the Christina School Board. Troth's journey from classroom teacher to advocate for educators culminates in her upcoming role, where she aims to bolster local schools. She shared, quote, "I want to serve those in the district who dedicate themselves daily, acknowledging the challenges educators face day in and day out." Her opponent dropping out led to the cancellation of the May 14th election, securing her path to the board. With her swearing in is slated for this July. With roots in Cincinnati, she holds a doctorate in science education and has worked extensively both in secondary and higher education. Her focus now shifts to addressing critical issues like teacher retention and equitable funding, vital for student success. Troth's vision includes enhancing communication about Christina's achievements and fostering an environment where educators thrive, setting the stage for meaningful change in Delaware's education landscape. To Sussex County now, where Laurel police are intensifying their efforts to ensure safe road practices around commercial vehicles, urging drivers to exercise caution and maintain proper following distance. Corporal Kevin Lieber of the Laurel Police Department emphasized the importance of allowing ample space for commercial vehicles on the road. Highlighting commercial vehicle safety as a paramount concern, the police agency underscores the prevalence of crashes, often with disproportionate consequences. Officials claim that 9 out of 10 times, the commercial vehicle is actually not at fault at all for the crash. It causes serious injuries because of the weight that's moving around, and they can't slow down, but police say passenger cars sure can. And they warn against reckless maneuvers such as abrupt lane changes, which not only pose a safety risk, but also constitute traffic violations. Laurel police are aiming to leverage traffic stops as educational opportunities. Enforcement measures accompany these educational efforts, with fines for violations starting at $125. In a recent enforcement blitz, the department conducted 10 stops, resulting in 3 citations and 7 warnings. One driver was discovered to be without a license or insurance with an active court warrant. Staying in Laurel now, concerns have surfaced in the community after a resident discovered racial remarks and symbols on the beaver structure at Tidewater Park, prompting swift action from local authorities. The incident came to light when a concerned parent took to Facebook to raise awareness within the community. Laurel police responded to the post, confirming the presence of offensive markings on the park structure. Subsequently, town officials were alerted to facilitate the prompt removal of the offensive graffiti. Police urged parents to remain vigilant while assuring the safety of the playground area. Now, following the removal of their offensive remarks, police reiterated the importance of community involvement in maintaining a safe environment, encouraging residents to let police know if they see anything strange in the community. And on the topic of law enforcement, in recognition of National Law Day, Delaware federal judges celebrated the insightful voices of the youngest members of our community. In a special ceremony held this week in the chambers of Judge Mary Ellen Norica in Wilmington, the words of grade school children echoed through the halls of justice as they were honored for their grasp on the importance of the right to a jury trial. Delaware District Court officials praised the exceptional quality of submissions received from children across the first state, acknowledging the dedication and thoughtful effort poured into each essay by both students and teachers alike. Among the standout winners were Vanessa Gallagher's 4th grade class from the Bayard School, Jamie Henry's 5th grade class from Mispillion Elementary School, Vanessa Johnson's 6th grade class from Dover Middle School of Excellence, and Joy Schwab's 7th grade class from the Newark Charter School. Congratulations. And speaking of winning, I'd say all the moms out there deserve a winning forecast this weekend. Here with that is our very own Shakara Denise with the weather. Welcome back, Shakara.
Thank you so much, Matt. And hey there, DETV fam. Now, I don't know about the weather being a winner, but it's Mother's Day, so it's going to be a winner anyway. So let's see what's going on for this weekend. Let's dive right in. On Friday, expect showers with highs around 54 degrees. It'll be breezy with winds up to 20 miles per hour. Now on Friday night, there will be a chance of showers lingering until the wee hours with lows dipping into the 40s. Now Saturday brings a mix of sun and clouds with a chance of showers in the afternoon and a high of 63 degrees. Now on Saturday night, more showers are possible, maybe even a rumble of thunderstorms after 2 a.m. Lows will be around 49 degrees. And on Mother's Day on Sunday, keep that umbrella handy with more chances of showers, highs near 62 degrees. Sunday night, the skies clear up with lows around 47 degrees. Now, let's get into the fun stuff. Get ready for the Wilmington Flower Market. It's a blast for everyone, especially the kiddos, with carnival rides, games, beautiful blooms, crafts, and even celebrity sightings like Miss Delaware. It's a weekend not to miss. Swing by Rockford Park Thursday through Saturday and check it out at wilmingtonflowermarket.org for all the details. Now, calling all Justin Bieber fans, Saturday night, it's the Bieber Party at the Queen. Doors open at 8 p.m. for a night of dancing to your favorite Justin Bieber songs. Grab your tickets at thequeenwilmington.com. So if you're not a Justin Bieber fan, no worries. Head on over to Harry's Savoy and Grill for a roaring 20s murder mystery comedy dinner. Channel your inner detective and solve the case while enjoying a scrumptious meal. Now, this event kicks off at 6 p.m. Be sure to dress to impress and check out forusevents.com for all the details and to purchase tickets. And last but certainly not least, show your mom some love with a train ride at the Wilmington and Western Railroad. Treat her to a scenic journey and a delicious lunch from 12 to 4 on Sunday. Grab those tickets at wwrr.com. That wraps up your weekend weather forecast and events lineup. And I'd just like to say happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there, including myself. And remember, kids, make every day Mother's Day. Back to you, Matt.
And a happy early Mother's Day to you, Shakara.
Thanks, Matt.
And finally tonight, are you a single Delawarean struggling to find love in the first state? Well, don't blame yourself just yet. A recent report by Consumer Affairs sheds light on the challenges faced by singles here in the first state, ranking it among the least favorable states for those seeking companionship. The report, which examines the evolving landscape of dating in America, highlights a growing trend of delayed marriages, particularly among individuals in their 30s. Delaware's dismal performance in the ranking can be attributed to several key metrics, including the percentage of single individuals, cultural diversity, cost of living, and the prevalence of registered sex offenders. Additionally, factors such as median income, recreational opportunities, and the availability of dining and entertainment venues were considered. According to the findings, Delaware claimed the 10th spot among the worst states for singles, landing at number 41 in the overall ranking. The report underscores the challenges faced by those navigating the dating pool in the first state, so we wish you the best of luck out there. So it's good to have Shakara back with us. Welcome back. We missed you.
Thank you.
What do you think about that? One of the worst states for dating singles in their 30s.
No comment.
Yeah, I've been there too, so I get it.
No comment.
But no, welcome back. We missed
Thank
you
you.
last week.
I was in
I'm
Costa
lost
Rica.
on Costa Rica.
Yes.
See, we should have done the news from there. We should tell Ivan. We should do that. The news from Costa Rica.
Maybe we can.
Yeah,
We'll let him know at
We'll
the
work on
next
it.
staff meeting.
Perfect. So what's your plans for Mother's Day? Any of those great events you told us about?
I'm not too sure just yet, but I do want to check out the Wilmington Flower Market.
Yeah,
Everyone should check it out. First night is tonight. So.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. So
Are you
hopefully
gonna
we'll
go?
get some sunshine. I would like to.
Yes.
So the young lady who competed on The Voice, who we've had here, she's performing there this weekend. So I would love to go support and check out Olivia. Yeah, if we
Yes,
can do
everyone
that.
check out Olivia.
Yeah.
Support Delaware.
Yes, I love it. Excellent. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Thank you.
She has a fabulous son. She's a great mom. So
Yes.
Hope you have a
Hey,
great.
Cameron,
Hope he
if you're
spoils
watching.
you. Yes, Cameron, spoil mom.
Oh, he will. Let's put everything into existence.
Perfect. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of DETV News. Be sure to follow us all across our social media platforms.
And for a look at what's happening all around Delaware, take a look at our website at detvch.com.
You got it. For all of us here at DETV News, I'm Matt Ford.
And I'm Shakira Denise. We'll see you next week. Take care.
We don't talk about prostate cancer enough, and it's the most diagnosed form of cancer and the second most common cause of cancer death among Black men in both Delaware and the United States. Approximately 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime, but just by asking your healthcare provider if you should get a screening could help you detect prostate cancer early and save your life. So let's talk about it. Talk to your healthcare provider today about a prostate cancer screening if you are 40 years of age or older, or have a family history of prostate cancer. If you don't have insurance, or if your insurance doesn't pay for cancer screenings, Screening for Life may provide you with the screenings that you need, and Nurse Navigators make this process easier. To learn more, visit healthydelaware.org/prostate or call 211. Ask your healthcare provider about a prostate cancer screening, and you're asking for so much more.